Hey everyone, welcome to my first ever studio vlog. My name is Emma, I'm the founder of bubblems. Blake, who I'll introduce to you shortly, my gorgeous baby boy, is autistic, which is why I've decided to turn my hobby into my business. So I create creations to do with resin, polymer clay, flowers, memory boxes, clothes, whatever idea I have or whatever takes my fancy, I will make, or I will try and make. Subscribe down below, don't miss anything. I really have no clue what I'm doing. With your help, as well as my help, hopefully you lot don't know what you're doing either, and if you do, expertise would be welcome. If not, maybe we'll all learn something together along the way. So come along with the journey with us. So now you know what I make, I'd like to tell you why I've decided to bring you all along on our journey. Why does that not sound right? On our journey. My journey is your journey, so we'll see. So business is hard, for most of you already know this anyway. It is extremely hard and very frustrating when you want to know something, or you want to find something to help your business, to thrive, or to bring your idea to life. You find that the help is just not there. I find the help is just not there. Most businesses seem to clamour, ignore comments, when asked where products come from, who manufactures their products, or how to do something. I'm not quite sure why this is. Maybe there's a big reason, I don't know, or they may worry everyone will start doing it. Who knows? If anyone knows the answer, I'd love to know why. Now, I'm not sure. I mean, the world is a massive place. But there is room for everybody, and especially if you make something and you want to bring it to life and you want to put a smile on somebody's face, whether you're doing it as a hobby or for a business, yeah, why not help each other? I'm going to help you as much as I can. Bearing in mind, I am starting from scratch. I do not know even how to get you from this camera right now onto an editing program to then edit it to bring it to you guys on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to this sort of stuff. So I'm going to be learning along the way. I'm going to be helping you guys. Hopefully you guys can help me and we'll see where we go. Okay, one of my aims is to bring you along from the start of my empire, completely transparent. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the stresses, the successes. I see comments on social media all the time where people criticise a person's appearance, nails, hair, makeup. But we should all be kind, right? It's what our children should be taught. We should never bring anyone down for how they look. So I certainly won't be bowing down to the social media of how I look, even though I do worry about it, and I do. Mainly about my weight. I up and down all the time. Skin's not great. Could be just because I've got old. I don't know. Who has time to make sure their makeup is always done and their hair is constantly perfect? I certainly don't. I applaud you girls and you men who have that time every day to make yourselves look stunning. Me personally, I don't. I don't even have time to go for a wee in peace. That's out the window. I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep, I had a wee, could eat my dinner in peace, go for a bath. I've got 5 children at home. Some of them are older, some of them are little. I don't have time for a lot of stuff. I don't have time to visit a hairdresser or do my makeup every day. But don't get me wrong, there will be times where you see I have made a little bit of an effort, like today. That's just because it's my first one. I've had a chance of that for a while. I've 2 little ones running around me all the time. I'd rather take the time they do give me to visit the little girl's room because home for a wee is important, right? Hope you agree on that. Especially in peace, without a little one trying to interfere. Why am I doing this at my age, you may ask? I know I'm old compared to a lot of you YouTubers you probably watch all the time. Most have started their business at a younger age and they're all established. Well, the answer is I've always dabbled in creating things for people. I used to do celebration cakes for friends. The word got out, I started doing them for customers, but it was hard doing it around the children. I would start them in the middle of the night, as that was the only piece I had to be able to do it. I'd have customers changing their mind last minute, or wanting them for supermarket prices, which is impossible. You cake makers out there would know this. It is not cheap to make a cake, and that's before you even make a profit. We don't have big factories that can make all of this stuff for us in bulk amounts, you know, and be able to sell it at such a low price. It takes a lot of hard work, whether you're making cakes, whether you're creating something from home, like me right now with the resin and the polymer clay and all of that sort of stuff. Everything takes so much time. There's a lot of times we don't get rewarded rewarded with money for it. You'd be lucky if really we turn much of a profit at all. Obviously we do try and turn a profit, that's the whole point. Me personally, I do just love creating stuff. I'm hoping that I can start making a profit. I've got big plans for the children and for myself, but it's difficult. It's not like you can make a cake weeks in advance. They have to be made that same day, if not just the day before, because who wants a stale cake? You want a fresh cake. Now, I had to give that up, but I didn't lose the flair to create stuff. I started making little fairy houses out of recycled bottles, recycled jars, air-dried clay, cement. But I do love all the fun stuff, even with the kids. I still make them while the kids were sleeping, but I didn't mind because the pressure was off. I could make it weeks in advance and it wouldn't make no difference. But then I started selling them and the public loved them, and then they were asking for more and more and more. So my hours at night were getting a bit longer, so I had to scale it back, and I could only take orders as many as I could possibly fit in. But yeah, I kept going. But I'd given birth to Blake, so I could still do it around him. There was no pressure to get it done by a set time. And then I gave birth to Jaden just a year and a bit later. You know, the time became quite hard to be able to do anything. Now, I'm probably rambling, but bear with me. So as I said, Blake is autistic. Now, I actually have 3 disabled children. I've got 5 children at home, but 3 of them are disabled. He's got ADHD. My daughter, she is 14. She's got joint hypermobility, so she uses a wheelchair. And then a year and a half ago, we found out that Blake has autism. Completely different set, anything that I would expect. We knew something wasn't quite right. He wasn't talking. He still doesn't talk. He's non-verbal. He wasn't doing what normal children would do. You could tell Blake was really looking and investigating how things were working rather than seeing a toy that he could just play with. He wanted to see it all motorised, how everything was turning on it, how to get it going. He would build stuff, you know, building a track, didn't have enough levels. He would turn a pyramid shape upside down on its point just to get that flat edge. Now, I'm in my 40s. I didn't even know how to do that. My 20-year-olds don't even know how to do that. Blake just sees the world completely different, and he is opening my eyes to how different the world actually is. The health visitors knew on his developmental check that, you know, he probably did have autism, but then COVID hit, and as most of you are probably aware, you might have had the same thing yourselves. Everything was waiting for appointments for not just weeks or months, it was years. He then started preschool. They knew straight away that Blake was autistic. They managed to get him his EHCP in months rather than years and gave him so much help. I'm so grateful for the preschool and all the help they gave to give Blake the best start ever. And he's now in reception at infant school, and they as well are just so supportive of not just Blake but the whole family. So this is why I've decided that to turn my hobby into a business. I know he's going to be at home for a lot of years. I know that I'm on call for him all the time. I don't know whether he's going to be at school that day. I don't know whether he's going to have a bad day or a good day, if he's going to need me. So this is my way of trying to get an income to help provide, hopefully take him to holidays that he would never have ever had. My aim is to get him to Disney World. He absolutely loves musicals. His first ever musical that he watched was Moana, and today, even now, all these years later, he plays it over and over and over. If he saw all them characters at Disney World, I think it would absolutely blow his mind. So that is my aim, is to make profit enough to get our whole family to Disney World so he can see all of his characters up close and personal. And that's just one thing, you know, I've got to save for his future. I've got to save for the other kids' futures. You know, like I said, my little girl is disabled too. She's going to need so much help when she's older, you know, and the other kids, but even though they haven't got disability, you still have to make sure that they're not forgotten as well. I'm in the process at the moment of setting up my website. Nick Pye is my website designer, and he has been so supportive. He has been so patient. I should have done this a year ago, but life just totally got in the way. But he has been amazing. He's helping me with the technology side because I really, like I said, do not have a clue. You want your website making? Nick Pye from Wix website is the man to go to. He is just brilliant. So you may see him in future vlogs if we can get him on the camera. I hope. He doesn't live far from me. He's actually done some of my website, but like I said, I just wasn't ready. Too much was getting in the way. But now I'm in full throttle. When I take you from this room, which is where I've been working, into my studio, so on a Another studio vlog, we'll be making samples for the website. I will show you what I'm doing. And yeah, we'll see how he puts the website together. I know he's going to be ace because he's already been absolutely brilliant. So in turn, not only am I going to take you on my business journey, I'm hoping it gives hope to others who may be in the same situation as me, and maybe together we can be a whole worldwide community of helping with business, but also with special needs. A place to chat, advise, give advice to others that may require it, a place to make some friends. It's quite lonely having a disability household. You just don't have time to go and see friends, and there's a lot of friends that walk away from you because you can no longer go and get your nails done, go and get your hair done. You can't just at the drop of a hat get a babysitter and just go. A babysitter wouldn't know how to look after an autistic child when he is so set in his ways. So it can be a lonely place. So I'm hoping online, I will be doing a blogging page on my website as well, so people can advise each other. Hopefully it'll be a forum. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check with Nick how we're doing that. Any questions? You know, my son has problems with eating big time. He doesn't eat anything. He's actually on 14 milkshakes from the doctor because he doesn't eat nothing. The most he'll eat is pizza and brioche. That's it. That's his food. He used to be a good eater, but not anymore. It is part of autism, apparently. Hopefully it'll improve. We've had days where it improves and then he reverts back again. Yeah, so it could be even a place where, you know, you can go on and say, my son's not eating, what do I do? My son's holding his ears, like my son does, holds his ears whenever he doesn't like something or if it's too noisy. You know, it's things like that. It doesn't even have to be about autism. It can be about any disability. But as a community, we could come together, we could advise and help each other, and that is my aim, is to not only spread awareness, but so that people learn that they need to be kind. Everyone is going through something, whether they've got special needs and a disability or not, they are all going through something. Life is not easy for anybody. It doesn't matter whether you see on social media, somebody is having a perfect dinner day and they're having a perfect this and they're having a perfect that and their life looks amazingly perfect. I guarantee you right now, their life is not perfect. They have stresses just like we do. Some of us have more stresses than others hide it really well, some of us don't cope, some of us just do not know how to talk about it or express it, and you feel like you're just doing it all by yourself. Don't do it by yourself. Go onto websites, go onto forums, join some social groups. Again, come onto my blog. We can all help each other, we can all find a way, but the main thing is, even if you don't agree with some of the stuff I'm doing, or you don't like some of the products that I'm making, or you think I could do the products a bit better, or there's an easier way, criticism is great. People need criticism in order to improve. You know, I do my resin, some people will say, oh, there's an easier way, or you could be doing it like this, or you could be doing it like that. That's fine. Nobody minds that. It's when people are cruel or people put you down because you don't look right or you're not going to the standards they expect you to be like. It is not a good thing to be putting people down. I'm scared of doing these vlogs in case people don't like it. I am. But you know what? Nobody has the right to put anybody down. Nobody, you know, so let's all just be kind to one another. It just help each other. That's all I'm asking for my vlogs, is that everybody comes together to help each other and to be kind and to support people that may be different. That's my introduction to me. As I said, I'm Emma from Bubblems. I really hope you like and subscribe down below somewhere. I don't know where people put it. I haven't got that far yet. I'm going to show you how I've been working. This is where I've been putting some of my resin shakers. And then I'm going to show you my studio and the garden. Take care. I'll see you in my next studio vlog. Bye.